J. Dizzle, Rockefizzle, and Big Pharma? Wait a minute. I thought Rockefeller was an oil tycoon from the turn of the century. He founded the conglomerate empire Standard Oil? Well, yes, he did. But the original billionaire also dipped his golden toes into a few other industries. And petroceuticals, as I like to call it, was one of those industries. As America was stepping into the 1900s, scientists were discovering the importance of vitamins and how they interacted with the mechanics of human anatomy. At the same time, they were conveniently fascinated with the potential of using petrochemicals for everything. This would open the door to creating synthetic lab versions of such vitamins by using these petrochemicals. While owning 90% of all oil refineries in the US at the time, old JD's gas-powered light bulb illuminated like the sun. The vulture capitalists decided to step into the pharmaceutical arena and basically TKO any and all holistic medical practices used centuries prior, including that of antimicrobial copper from ancient Egypt. I mean, he couldn't let those pesky natural remedies stand in his way. And so began possibly the largest medical smear campaign in history. It was time to create a pill for every ill and keep them coming back for more, thus bringing us to the insatiable business of big pharma and our medical industry today. Side effects, anyone? Being the industry tycoon that he was, Rockefeller knew that his synthetic drugs could be patented, sold, and repeatedly repurchased. First order of business was purchasing a German pharmaceutical company whose board of directors would eventually face charges at the Nuremberg trials. Rockefeller, along with steel magnate Andrew Carnegie, would begin to throw their industrial gold at med schools across the US, but not without a catch. The curriculum could only include allopathic medicine along with his pharma-based wonder drugs. This would systematically exclude any mention of natural medicines or even nutrition and diet. The Flexner Report, brought to you by Big Oil Funding, would evaluate and completely restructure medical education in the United States, stating that there were just way too many schools and, more importantly, way too many doctors. These efforts would eventually standardize medical education, and the state medical boards would become the only entity to approve medical licenses across the US. Some practitioners still practicing holistic medicine were at risk of losing their license or possibly even jail time. At the same time, his stranglehold on the media would allow newspapers to smear and define plant-based medicines as unscientific quackery. Scrooge McDuck and the original Super PAC would also begin to influence politicians in order to pass laws favoring prescription drugs, a timeless tradition that is still celebrated to this day. And last of all, but not least of all, insurance companies would drop any holistic practices from all coverage, forcing patients to pay out of pocket for anything that's not a drug. I'd say it's not out of the ballpark to label John D. Rockefeller as the father of Big Pharma. If only he were still around to see the endless advertisements of the pharmaceutical companies today. No doubt he'd be one proud pappy.